Good morning, children of God.
Good morning.
Yay! I found this when I went, Every man owns the whole world when he has the vision to see it. When I first read it, that word when said if. And I'm going to take the if right out of it. When you have the vision to see it. And part of our visioning is remembering who we are. I tell you what, let's do. Let's stand. Let's join together and sing in the silence. In this moment, love is here. Peace is here. Truth is here. And as we breathe, we know God is here. And we take a moment, O loving Father, Mother God, and acknowledge your presence moving in and through us this day. In this moment, we choose to be open, receptive and responsive to your instruction and to your guidance. In this moment, we are grateful for the opportunity to come together, to worship, to sing, and to pray in the name, in the nature, in the power of the Christ. Amen.
Today's daily word is pet blessing, and it will be read this morning by Flo.
Good morning, everybody. It's so wonderful to see you all here. Thank you for coming. So Sunday's lesson is pet blessing. So today we're supposed to bless all our pets and the pets of our friends and the pets around us. I am grateful for the healing love of pets. Now, pets love us no matter what we do or even what we don't do. Animal friends don't judge whether humans are worthy, nor do they withhold their love. They simply love us for being. Through their unconditional love, we experience the healing power of God. The calm I feel when I pet an animal, or the joy of watching animals at play, brings me a sense of wholeness. Animals nurture the spiritual qualities of peace and happiness in me. Now, they are living examples for how to trust the body's intrinsic rhythm. Now, pets instinctively know when to rest, they know when to play, and they certainly know when to stretch, and they know when to exercise. And if only we humans did. Pets' their greatest instinct of all is their love with open-hearted loyalty. Today, I thank pets and animals for bringing healing love to me and to all of humanity. And from Job But ask the animals, and they will teach you. The birds of the air, they will tell you. And so it is. Thank you.
That's Rob warming up. One of the challenges that we face on a regular basis is that we attempt to intellectualize our belief. And we spend hours explaining what we think we believe and not near enough time living what we believe. So we'll start with a definition and then we'll go from there. Having said that, this Wednesday, I was sharing one of the interesting factors that my life has taken in how I relate to my world. I was blessed with the opportunity to learn how to reprogram how my brain interprets what my body is doing. Because the left-hand side went to sleep for a little while. And one would think that, well, what you do when that happens is you'd spend time getting that left-hand side woken up, and I did. But the really interesting thing is this. It wasn't just that I had to wake up the left-hand side. I had to teach the right-hand side to be in balance. You see, most everything we do in our world, we do from an unconscious behavior. And there are those who would say, thank goodness. I mean, think about how hard it is. He said, raising his hand, how hard it is to consciously breathe every breath, to know and feel every muscle that expands and takes in air, every muscle that contracts, forces the air out, or allows it to go out. Pick one, because I don't like force so much. Just allows it to go. And you do that how many times a day? Lots. For each step you take, unconsciously you automatically are in balance. Inherently, it seems. But when you go through this kind of an experience, you have to learn what that feels like all again. And so you're in retraining mode. And I am so thankful that I had the opportunity to do that. Because I have been, quote, forced, no force, to come from a position of awareness. I had to know who I am, and I had to know it at a cellular level. Now, I don't know if the number is correct, but I kind of like it. 90 trillion cells from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, from fingertip to fingertip. I don't know that the number's accurate. It's shorter today. I got my hair cut. Well, we'll say 90 trillion just for grants. All of them held together by what? Thought. All of them the essence of God that I have taken for granted most of my life. I just expected it. I just lived it from an unconscious level. But this circumstance has put me into a conscious awareness perspective. And I have to tell you, it's weird. It's really weird. To be able to feel the pad in your carpet. We don't have pad here. How do I know? Because I can't feel it. But each and every step that you take is you're expanding, all of you, understanding what your essence is all about. My essence is of God. We use that statement as one of our primaries. And therefore I am inherently good. I need to remember that a lot too. See, which is why I'm explaining this in that perspective. This was a good thing. This is a good thing. Because I remember God is all, both visible and invisible. And then this one that is all is perfect. Life, love, intelligence, and substance. Man is an expression of God. Therefore, I am an expression of God and one with perfect life, love, intelligence, and substance. One with the very stuff of in the beginning, created in the image and likeness, the very essence of good. And so are you. Regardless of your list, and some of you just made it. Rob, you wouldn't say that if you knew that list. No. Well, I have one too. We all do. It is that list which keeps us separate from living our oneness as opposed to intellectualizing it. See, we know about God. And in this room, not every room, but in this room, if I said, where does God live? We would all go, right here. Yep. We know that intellectually. Now let me ask you this. As you take a step out the front door, where does God live? Still? And by the time you hit the bottom step, where does God live? You had 4 steps, and you went, I'm busy. There's a football game today. And whether you're a cat or a horse, I don't care. Another symbol. But what I know you are, regardless, is you hold and maintain that essence of the truth of who you are when you get the opportunity and take the opportunity just to express it. You are an aspect of God that can only be expressed by you. 100%. Nobody else can do your job. And as much as we would like somebody else to row our boat, I'm the captain. I got to row my own boat. I have to look at my own world. I have to take the time out to pay attention, to recognize who I am, and to live in that. And more importantly, is take the time to look at somebody else and say, that's the idea of the ideal man. That's the Christ coming forth, expressing the way only you can. And I am grateful for the opportunity to see that expression. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be an expression. I spent a lot of years still am to a degree, in marketing and advertising. And marketing and advertising is all about doing and having. And our model seems to be, when I do these things, I will have these things, and then I can be whatever I choose to be. And we all have that list right after you hit the lottery, right? After the first 10%, just saying. You have a list of what I can be. Okay? Here's the truth. Be that first. In this moment, I choose to be at peace. I choose to be one with perfection and express it. Here comes the fun part. When you do that, from the very essence of your being, in other words, you're coming from what? From your God stuff, right? You will know what to do to have whatever your heart desires. That's the promise that you've been given, time after time after time after time. I would like wisdom and understanding so that I can guide my people in peace and prosperity. Thank you, Solomon. And God said, are you sure? That's all you want? And Solomon went, uh-huh. Paraphrasing. It wasn't in English, by the way, for those of you who thought that. Okay, if that's all you want, to that and all the treasures of the kingdom are yours. And according to our recorded history, richest man ever known, right? Not a bad gig for asking for two things. You ever occur to you when you do that maybe your list is too long? It occurs to me on a regular basis, so I have to come back. Let's keep it simple. I want to have a little illumination works for me, guidance. Illumine my path that I may walk in peace, in prosperity, in abundance, so that I can be aware of my world. And it's so much fun. I can't tell you how much fun it is. I just have to enjoy you moment by moment and invite you to play with me. Yes, the work we do is serious. I got that. But we need to play. We need to love with a capital L. We need to be abundant here. And the way we are abundant is removing the idea of lack and limitation. There is no lack and limitation. Perfect, remember? Perfect substance, perfect life. You get to decide what that looks like. And only you are allowed to judge it. Unless you buy into what others tell you. See, we all have our hand up, right? I think I've shared this with you before that I was growing up. One of the things that I was very good at as a young man was playing pool. And I was reminded that pool doesn't look very good on your resume. Okay. Right? People say things and we take them on. And then we choose to become them. I'll be that good kid that doesn't play pool. P.S. I never listened to that. I still play a mean game of pool. Just sharing that with you for what it's worth. No, there's no contest later. I don't have to prove it. That's right. Now we go to a new game. But it's all about enjoying life, playing with this game of life. They were showing this morning some otters over at Half Moon Bay. Oh, little guys are so cute. And when they're not hanging out, they're playing. They're part of their environment. They're being who they are. That's the reminder. Be who you are. The essence of God, the very goodness that God is, you are. Sometimes we have to have a place to begin that process. We're not sure where to start. It starts with love. I love you. I bless you. I appreciate you. I behold the Christ as you. And that blesses me. So right now, take a picture. The picture is you. We're going to step into this picture. Not just think about it. We're going to step into this picture. And to this picture, I love you. Together? I love you. To this vision, I bless you. Together? I bless you. To this vision of loveliness, I appreciate you. Together? I appreciate you. To this vision of light, to this vision of the very essence, I behold the Christ. Together? I behold the Christ. And in that moment, this moment, your whole world changed. And for that, I am grateful.
Thank you for listening. Please feel free to pass this message along to your friends and family. You can obtain additional audio tapes or CDs by visiting our website or by calling our office at 541-772-6902. We invite you to join us in prayer. We know that prayer works, and now you can send your prayer request to our prayer team here at Christ Unity Church by using the form on our website. The activities, programs, and services of this ministry are presented on a love offering basis. All gifts, regardless of size, are gratefully accepted. You may participate either by sending your gift to Christ Unity Church, 540 North Holly Street, Medford, Oregon, 97501, or by visiting us on the internet at www.unitymedford.org.